Hello there, Scott. This is Nolan from Grey Wolf Social Media, Tim's friend, and I wanted to do a video, kind of give you an idea of what it is that I do and how it is that I can help you, and why switching. My goal is with my clients, to switch them from old methods of marketing to the new methods of marketing. So this kind of gives you an idea of what it is I do and why I think you should do it, I guess. So, yeah, I've known Tim for a long time, by the way. I grew up at church with him, and I consider him a friend and a mentor. And every time I chat with him, I learn something about the music business. And I'm actually in a band myself, and I love music and always have. And I'm actually really excited because I'm really excited he referred me to you, because you have, I mean, it's like the perfect business for what it is that I do. And considering that I already have a case study in your industry, I think it's going to work out just great. But that said, I do like win-win scenarios, which is why I don't ask any of my clients to sign a 12-month contract like most agencies do. If at any point it's a lose situation for you, then you can just tell me that you want to stop paying me. So I like to keep it simple like that. And at which point, if it isn't working, I need to know that so I can go back to the drawing board and figure out how to make it work and get you results. So that's kind of the way I think regarding that. Just overall, I'm a big fan of win-win situations, and I know that sounds simple, but I like to frame everything like that. So real quick, just tell you why I think Facebook and Instagram are really important, and why it's the future, and why it's better and cheaper than other methods of marketing like this: radio, TV, phone, mail, newspaper. My goal is to convince people to switch from these methods of marketing, which cost a lot of money, and funnel it into new methods of marketing. And the reason for that is people are overexposed to advertising, and they don't trust it anymore because they've been finagled out of money and duped many times. And so what they do like is the opinions of their friends, and that's essentially what social media is, right? I mean, Facebook, Instagram, it's just people sharing content that they approve of. And if they approve of it, it's social proof, and that works in your favor way better than trying to convince somebody to buy into your brand through an ad. So that's mainly what I wanted to talk about with this. I mean, I have a huge presentation here, but 2 billion users on Facebook, 2 billion monthly active users, I believe. If it's not 2 billion, it's 1 billion monthly active users. And 22% of the population uses it. 750 million on Instagram, I believe. 76% of the Facebook users and half of Instagram users use each site daily. Wow. So yeah, so and I really thoroughly believe that, you know, there's a lot of people there's a lot of people that aren't business owners that aren't even doing social media, but there's an even bigger niche within that are doing it. Sorry. That aren't doing it properly. And that's kind of where I come in. I mean, this is what I focus on, and I can get you results. Anyway, I wanted to switch over here and just continuing along that line of why I think it's a good idea and why I think there's a demand for Facebook marketing advertising above and beyond everything else. This is business owners were asked in a survey by this is a Facebook sponsored company, I believe. Business owners were asked what their biggest challenges were. And their biggest challenge by far is attracting customers. And that's always been the case. And just a quick point on this. People, you know this better than me, I'm sure. But people don't respond to people when they're in scarcity. People don't respond to businesses when they're in scarcity. There's something repelling about somebody or a business that is in scarcity, and something abundant and inviting about a business that is abundant. There's something attractive about it. And that's kind of what my aim is. So like just to create around your brand and the existing content and additional content as well, sort of a persona that is inviting and attractive, because coming from a frame of like, oh, we need your business or we need this, that generally doesn't work. What needs to happen is, well, we have this is awesome, come check it out. We have this is awesome. We're giving away this, it's awesome. You know, that whole reframing it to be what we're doing is awesome and join in the fun is huge. I think there's a saying about this, and that is, if you look hungry in the jungle, you don't get fed. And my goal is to make the business look, excuse me, not hungry at all. In fact, to look full. And I think that's a deeper principle of life that works in our favor if we start doing Facebook advertising. And I think Tim has experienced that as well. Oh, and real quick, that seems to be the case not just for retail wholesale, which was what I was showing there, but also for businesses in general. I mean, it was 81%, I believe, was the current metric, and then 75% of businesses everywhere, business owners everywhere, struggle with attracting customers. So, yeah, just to give you some idea of how I've affected Dietz in terms of engagement. The amount of reach that I've gotten, and these are campaigns, you can see when the campaigns are happening. Although I am advertising all the time, pretty much, I'm also doing campaigns that generate a large amount of people that are qualified individuals. I mean, this is a large, 8,000 people that are interested in guitars or ukuleles or whatever it may be. That's a lot. And beyond that, I'm also getting likes for Tim, and I'm just waiting for this to load. Let's see. Let's do 2017. I started working for Tim at the beginning of January, but I did run a campaign for Black Friday. So you notice an initial boost here. But as time goes on, we're getting a lot more interaction versus 2017, or the early part of, or the majority, 3/4 of 2017. Weren't getting much of anything, but as time started progressing, I did one other free campaign in January, and then I started in February pretty much, maybe a week before. And then ever since then, we've been climbing in terms of page likes. very rapidly. So yeah, and you can see the amount of likes goes up with the campaigns that I do. So yeah, and we've also generated over 1,000 emails, probably closer to 1,500 now with the last, because we did a July campaign that did really well. But those are emails like Facebook can't take those away from you. They can't say, well, we're lowering organic reach, so you can't communicate with your customers anymore, so you're basically cut off unless you want to give us money. Emails are gold because their ROI, the return on investment for emails, is plus it adds value to your business. I think I checked and it was, I don't know, some insane number like 1,800% or something like that to grab an email, or the value of an email, that is. So yeah, and then the other thing I wanted to do, I think I had it up. Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to show you some things I think you could do, or some critiques I have. First of all, I think this is a great. Oh, first of all, this is awesome. The video is great. I think the video is great. And I may want some shots that are a little bit further back, intermittently, but the video quality is good. I mean, it looks great. I'm really a big fan. Other thing would be maybe have a logo in there that stays. The profile picture looks awesome too. However, what I would do, because you're posting content regularly, and this is what people are seeing, you're probably getting like hundreds of people looking at this. You want your logo in there so that they know who, and it's not some other guitar company. They know it's you. So yeah, that's one thing I would say. But this is awesome. I mean, the photos you guys do are freaking awesome. And that's one of the other reasons I said it would be a good fit. And the reason I think that is, part of the reason I think that is because you're doing a tremendous job creating content, not just here but on the Instagram. So yeah, great reviews. 5.0, can't do better than that. So, and you do videos too, and I don't know if this is you or not, but definitely content that has people in it, it's gonna do way better. So props to you for having the nuts to get in front of the camera. And I think that's really important, and that's going to pay you dividends for sure. Yeah, I mean, looks great. Looks great. This looks good. This is good. Ukuleles, there they are. Good call. Yeah, so I wanted to do your Instagram too. Okay. Yeah, this is just really good. So the only thing you're missing is some maybe different types of content, and then advertising. So, and that's where I come in, and I can do the back end advertising for you on a regular basis. And also in the process, I'll create landing pages, and I'm getting ahead of myself here, but I'll create landing pages to capture leads. Say you wanted to give one of these ukes away. We could acquire several emails from your audience while simultaneously growing your audience and making them aware that your business exists and is awesome and stuff like that. So yeah, and like say you wanted to sell more. I think this is a Gretsch. This is a Gretsch Bigsby. I don't know much about guitars. I'm learning from Tim. I'm a drummer, But I do know I saw you had Guild guitars, and it looks like you have a good selection of them. And the guy that I play in a band with, that is the lead singer, he loves Guild guitars. He has a Guild acoustic. So fun fact there. But anyway, yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting you and chatting with you. And I really think I can really boost your traffic to your store. And we'll talk about some of those other things. Um, some of those other things I may not have as much expertise in, particularly like, yeah, some of these guitars are so unique. I've never seen a guitar like this. But yeah, I really think that I'd be a great supplement to what it is you're doing in multiple ways. So yeah, look forward to talking to you tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Thank you, Scott.